Here is the what, where, and why, the all about my permanent reminder of me living in Egypt. Getting a tattoo today that I think matches my personality the best. Now, I always get tattoos like this and I put them on my traveling leg sleeve, and it's a permanent reminder of the cultures that I experienced in the countries that I visited to help me live my life in a better way. I went to a place here in Egypt called Star Ink Studios.
It's a super convenient thing that this tattoo place is literally just down there.
Now, it had the best reviews, the most amount of reviews on Google Maps, and it happened to be relatively close. Now, I think I overpaid for my tattoo, but you know, not by too much. I have enough tattoos, as I'm sure y'all are aware, that I usually have a pretty fair idea of what a tattoo's gonna cost. This was slightly above it.
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, fine, thank you.
Whatever, I don't know if that was a tourist tax because I'm clearly not from here, but when I actually started talking to my tattooer, I realized that this person is a very, very well-known tattoo artist in Egypt. The tattoo that I got was a scarab beetle. Now, what the scarab beetle represents is birth, life, death, and resurrection. Now, that in itself is just like the cycle of life, and I just find the cycle of life a very interesting, you know, aspect of life. You know, everyone dies. You know, it's just like, do you come back as something? I want to come back as I want to come back as a few different things. I haven't picked the one I want yet. I've also read a few books where scarab beetles had a big impact, you know, within the book or within characters within the book, and those books were important to me. So in that sense, I'm also attached to a scarab beetle that way. And then as well, within the scarab beetle, there is the Ankh symbol, as well as the Eye of Horus and the Eye of Ra, which I think also kind of made an impact on the overall tattoo. Now, the Ankh symbol represents eternal life, and so pairing it with that scarab beetle kind of adds to eternal life, you know, while you're living, eternal life in the afterlife. So, you know, I just want to be young forever, and I want to, you know, have a full life and live forever. So in that sense, through the Ankh on top of the scarab beetle, I think it makes sense. Now, the Eye of Horus, I put in the top little ball that the scarab beetle's holding because it's kind of a symbol of protection. Now, on my leg sleeve, I already have an Icelandic symbol of protection. It's a Vespager. It's a rune. So, you know, I do a lot of dumb shit in my life, so protection is kind of key. The Eye of Ra. Now, that kind of symbolizes, you know, some luck, which I also favor because I find, you know, the harder I work, the luckier I seem to get with a lot of shit. So I think luck does play a big role in my life. And then there's a few other meetings with it, with like instilling violence. You know, I don't really aim to do that, but you know, maybe putting the fear of God into these fucking people trying to sell me camel rides so they stop asking. That's that part. So this is my traveling leg sleeve. This is my Icelandic Vespager. This is my New Zealand Maori symbol, and then this is the new Egyptian scarab beetle. This is a super simple video, just explaining the tattoo I got and why I got it. But if you want to see another video about my New Zealand tattoo, which has a bit more of a wild story to it, because I had no idea what he was tattooing on me. And I became this, you know, scene in a museum, because the tattoo shop was in a museum. And it was a crazy wild story from start to finish. So comment below if you want to hear all about my New Zealand tattoo as well. Subscribe to keep following along and watch another video. You know, see my honest review of the pyramids or Khan el Khalili market.
Have I longboarded my way into your heart yet? I hope so.